Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel, a subject that gets talked about every now and then. It's pretty important, and that's what you take away on a trip as far as tools and spares. This is my position on it. I'm going to talk about the 1K DFTV diesel because that's what we work on, that's what we drive. Most of the vehicles that come on trips with us are those vehicles. It's not usually the V6s, there's not many out there. It's not usually the 1KZs. There's a few here or there, but majority of Toyotas are diesels and 1KD onwards. You know, obviously then you get into the cruisers, plenty of V8s out there and whatever. So this is what I take. I've got my little Stanley metric set here. I'll just open that up if I can figure out how to do that. Hang on. Alright, don't need to carry tools you don't need. Pretty much everything on a Prado you're going to fix with we've got 8 to 15 mil there, so you're going to need some bigger spanners than that. And a socket set which goes up to 19 with quarter and 3/8 drive, which really on a day-to-day basis that covers most of your usual jobs. If you service your car right and don't have the wrong accessories, then you shouldn't actually need to use your toolkit. I don't think I've ever used this toolkit on my car. Like, I've pulled it out to maybe do a little job on someone else's. Of course, the emergency tyre repair kit, never been used. The box of drugs, the face washer so you can clean up when you come to a nice billabong, cigarette lighter to start a fire, rubbish bags, Aerogard rid, you need your dunny roll. Hey, they're more important than tools, I think. In this toolbox we've got a few bits and pieces. There's a lot of little nuts and bolts, your usual 6 and 8 mil threads, whatever. Let's have a look, see what we got. Some fuses, some nuts and bolts and screws and stuff like that. A bit of an assortment. Probably need to restock, might have used a few again on other people's vehicles. And then you get into your toolkit. I know we've got needed down the bottom, a few bigger spanners, the usual 17, 19s, a shifter of course, a spare U-bolt for the antenna U-bolts that break, the common fuse that blows, the little 10 amp, some earplugs of course for people that are running their chainsaws at night, some zip ties, some tape and whatever will be in the bottom there, a few screwdrivers, pliers and stuff like that. So as far as tools go, that's what we carry, that little toolbox, the tyre repair kit, the metric set, and a small breaker bar with a 14mm socket on it, just any old dodgy single hex one, in case you do need to change your alternator, because you're going to need that to take the tension off the drive belt to get the belt off. As far as parts go, we like to carry our spare starter motor alternator because they're the two things that may let you down. Very rare, especially if you're away from water. The alternator is probably more likely than the starter motor. Starter motor might play up and click, 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 but it'll eventually dry up and come good usually. There's not much else that lets these down, so refer to the rest of the posts and replies in Oz Prado crew under that thread we're currently replying to. May also put this on YouTube because it might be helpful for someone. Alright guys, have a nice day. See ya.